What's up, guys? I'm 913 here. We're here playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I did say I will also live stream this. I am actually live streaming this. It's also being recorded because for some reason the streaming is fucking up a lot. Keeps going on and off. So having my backup here to record it just in case. So that's what's happening. I don't know what's wrong, but usually I do not have these problems when it comes to streaming. If you see me playing Kindergarten 1 stream, you know that it was never that bad. Anyway, let's go already. I've been sitting here for almost maybe 20 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with the whole stream. But whatever. That's a name, huh? I hope you're watching this, Frank. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's obviously oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's Sayori. Sayori? Sayori? Sayori then. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Kind of had those before. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's me. Also, if you're hearing the noise in the background, that's my AC. It's hot in here. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Frankie. Yeah, Frank, what the hell is wrong with you? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Damn. Fine. Should I really do voices if I really wanted to? I don't even have a bottle of water with me for this. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. She starts getting a deep voice. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Frankie, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, I think it said. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? A NEET in a few years because you're not used to being a real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Wow. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Stupid OBS. After I pack up things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. So you didn't see her? I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. You slept in class? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Fuck you. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Is it a literature club? Good. Title of the game. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Frank, you're such a dick. I hope you're watching this video. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Yep, it's literature club. I mean, was there any doubt that it wasn't going to be? Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Sounds like Frank in real life. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Oh god, here we go with one of these. When your best friend just like tries to beg and plead for you. It's just like, do it for me, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Fuck's sake. And Natsuki? 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 I think it might be Natsuki. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning to have planned out all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? He just wants a cupcake. Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the today I sold my soul for a cupcake. Not again. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. And I glance around the room. This is going to be a dark girl, isn't it? I mean, usually when it comes to purple hair people in like any video game, pretty much they're kind of like a dark person. she's in a literature club, so who knows? What kind of voice? I guess I should give her like a kind of like a depressing voice. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. It sounds so stupid. Sayori always says nice things about you. I can't take this voice seriously. Oh. I don't know what kind of voice to give her. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Well, now we have her. Do I gotta seriously voice 4 fucking girls? Where the hell really is Frank? Frank would do this shit. Ah, Frankie, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I guess maybe I should just try to get used to the characters first before I actually have a voice for them. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! That sounds like Frank, alright. It most certainly does. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. So she's younger? She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Who would have thought the youngest one could actually make some damn cupcakes? If anything, I probably thought the purple-haired one would have done it. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Is it that time? No. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, maybe I should have said that out loud then. And turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Not as much as you. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Smartest, probably dark. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you, both of you, or whatnot. Just got a text from my friend. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Absolutely, I guess. I don't know who Monica is, but apparently my character does. That's right. It's great to see you again, Frankie. God damn it. There. Monica smiles sweetly. What kind of pose is that? We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. You're damn right, Frank. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica? Fucking OBS keeps doing this shit to me. Come sit down, Frankie. We made room for... Sorry. We made... we made... At my throat. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I don't want tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. The closet's already open over there. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Man, she's an artiste at cupcakes, I guess. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has managed to get icing on her face also. So delicious! I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. That's awkward. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? No. I don't think. Made them for you or anything. Stupid OBS! Suck a cock! I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. No, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? If only I read. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not true. No. She's lying. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Weirdo. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, debates is for bitches, Debate sucks. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. So you enjoy reading? I thought you were supposed to be, like, popular and athletic. Wouldn't you be in, like, an athletic club or something? And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Okay, this OBS is pissing me off now. Stop it. Can I just block the notifications for this shit? It's really bothering me. I don't know if you guys can hear that sound every time. Every time you hear like a random sound, it's fucking OBS keep going out saying like it's reconnecting or some shit. It's like it's reconnecting and then it's like reconnecting successful. Then it repeats. I don't know what's wrong with my internet right now, but I did say I was going to stream this today, so. Came up again. I will kill something. This is angering me! Just let me block the damn notification. God, I don't want to have this keep opening up every fucking time. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to... Fuck, I said that. You could put it that way. How many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new? Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. Yeah. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Stupid shit. Monica always... Stop! OBS! Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Frankie, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good idea of answering that. Manga? Manga? What's manga? I'm gonna get hated about this, aren't I? It's definitely something I don't know. I never heard of manga before. Whatever that is. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She must be into it. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. God, I'm an idiot. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. I knew your trouble when you walked in. Sorry. But it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. You are gonna be dark! Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. I kinda did from the way she looks. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me... Oh, I thought that was my character. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles. Is it sidles? Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I think that would be the perfect voice for her. She's younger, she kind of seems to be like a bratty little bitch. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Who the fuck does a pose like that just goes, okay? I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't that right, Frankie? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. She keeps smiling at me and it's fucking weird. Just randomly. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, they all just looked at me. Oh, shit. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Frankie! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right! Okay, I've decided it. I'll join the literature club. Frankie, you're such a fucking virgin. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Stop staring at me, bitch! Can I just straight up say that? I really want to. Frankie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. That weird-ass pose. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Frankie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! So what, does she live next door or something? Maybe across the street? With that, the two of us depart the classroom, the club room, and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh god, do we have to actually write a poem? Oh jeez. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Monica's not an option though? That's weird. So I think so far I only want to try to impress Sayori. Like, I like Sayori's character. I like how she's so, like, what's the right word to say it? Enthusiastic, I guess. Like, she's really enthusiastic. She's really nice. She's sweet. So, we're better than, like, Natsuki, who's pretty much like a pain in the ass, and Yuri, who's probably gonna kill me in my sleep to think it's Kiki or something. So, the only things we really know is that Natsuki likes cute things. Yuri is into like horror, but we never really learned anything really about Natsuki. Is Natsuki? I meant Sayori. So is Sayori like kind of in the middle or something, or maybe it's just happy thoughts. Maybe happy thoughts. So romance. Yeah. Games, email, tears, dream. Valentine or laugh? Or maybe either one of them could be Sayori. I would say laugh. Yeah! Skirt. What is skirt going to... Who's going to be impressed by skirt? That could be either Natsuki or Sayori. I think Yuri could be easy to avoid. Sunny. Yeah, that's right. Suicide? Jeez. We already know that one's for Yuri, I think. Peace. That was Natsuki? Damn, I got 20 of this. Cheer? Hey! Oh, I just checked the chat. I didn't even realize someone wrote in the chat. Hey, Diamond Miner. I don't know if you're still here, but... Does my stream keep doing this shit again? Yeah, it is. Fuck this game. Or not the game, it's the fucking program. I'm thinking about Calm, but I don't know if that could also be Natsuki. No, that can't be Natsuki. There we go. Flower's gotta be Natsuki, right? Because they would probably say that Flower's cute. Marriage? Hey! I'm just trying to make sure I don't accidentally get Natsuki, because they could be pretty similar. Rose, music, party. Was it party? Hey! Love. I think that would be... Yeah, that would be SAYORI. What the fuck is a boop? Charm? Yeah! Wonderful. Got it. Joy. Kiss. Nope! That was Natsuki, apparently. Sweet. Clumsy? Hope? Yeah! Smile? Happiness? I don't know if it's gonna... I feel like it would be happiness for SAYORI, yep. Alice's Kitty? Kitty would be Natsuki, I think. Same with Bunny. Ocean? Blanket, grief, ribbon, adventure? Oh! I wasn't really positive about that one. I haven't even got a single Yuri one. She's not gonna like any of my poems. Unrestrained. Existence? Oh, that was Yuri! God damn it. Okay, well, definitely it's not cute, because they specifically said that Natsuki's cute, and she likes cute things. Fun. Yeah! Rainbow. Got it! Alright, well, 3 of those, we didn't get SAYORI. But hey, 17 out of 20 is not bad. Move my mouse. Hi again, Frankie. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Frankie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year anyways. I totally mixed up everything on that. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps our manga collection in the club room. Oh! Well, she does like manga, so there it goes. It was revealed there. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Frankie always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, God. How come? You and Frankie can become good friends, too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri! He even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it... Oh, I thought it was... Never mind that. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for his chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet? Weird. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. That sounds like an excuse. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you read? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh, Sayori, you fucking sweet idiot. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! Wah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. My throat needs to get cleared. I don't have a bottle of water. Should have. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does that hurt? Oh, Sayori. Does our school have a napping club? I would love to be in there, you know. It would be great. I would actually go to a napping club instead of a literature club, you know. I would rather just sit there and nap all day. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. I feel like my voice keeps changing, mostly because my fucking voice isn't meant to do other voices. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day? That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do... Oh. Let's just say Ori again. I need to read the fucking name. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Oh, straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. This is more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Her bow looks fine. At least in this picture. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I don't see it. I try to wipe off this stain with my fingers. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. He's kind of right. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. Wow. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? What's wrong with that? Don't girls in schools like these, usually they don't button their shirts like that? Like when they have school uniforms, they usually don't button it, do they? I mean, some do, but sometimes they don't. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's foul. Come on, we're trying to get with her, though. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Frank, you're being a dick to this poor girl. Come on. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I don't like how this is going, or the way how this looks. This is so funny. What is? Well, jeez. I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Are they in Canada or something? They keep saying a lot. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Oh, jeez. Does this thing even fit you properly? Frank, you are foul. It did when I bought it. Sigh. Well, that's just a part of growing up, Sayori. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. That's it. That's what I meant. That's what I meant when I said that's part of growing up. She knew. She knew what I was talking about. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Because you're used to not seeing her like that, you dumbass. But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. I see what you're trying to do, Sayori. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Jeez. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Frankie, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I could already see Monica's pristine handwriting from her where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same for myself. Alright, we're going to share our poems. Let's see if anything's going on. I mean, not a lot of people are actually watching this, but whatever. So let's show it to Sayori first, since we're actually trying to be with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Frankie! Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Frankie poem! She's such a sweetheart, I love her. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Frankie. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you on to that. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, wow. Click outside poem area to continue. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna read it. Just plain on. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through lines in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy... Fuck you, OBS. So making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. The fucking ending is just funny. It's too funny. She writes this freaking poem that all of a sudden, I want breakfast. I love Sayori so much. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Oh, that was Sayori. That was me that said that, not Sayori. I did the Sayori voice. Whoops. Frankie turned to a girl. The literature club is taking over him. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast! I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I will too, honestly. Alright, who are we gonna show to next? Let's go to Monica, I guess. Hi, Frankie. Having a good time so far? Shit. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha! Don't worry, Frankie. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in a different way, in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I'm reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Should have been that. Did I just skip the other dialogue? Whoops. Oh gosh, I sound like SAYORI. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Really? So if I put in like sadness to the other poem, to the poem, would that work for her? So happiness and sadness would have probably worked for her? Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. I don't know what that was. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying. Oh, that was pretty. I gotta read the fucking names. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. She knows. She knows. She knows. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? I'm sorry, I'm really bad when it comes to reading, like, script, pretty much. It's kind of, some of these are kind of script a little bit. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas? What? Already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. That's what she said. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I ain't gonna lie, I don't understand the poem, probably because I couldn't tell what some of the words he really said because it's a script. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy, affinity, I think that is, recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. We're gonna get tip of the days from her? Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same... I should probably do this finger point just the whole time because it's a tip of the day. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, she actually said thanks for listening. I just said that. I just thought that was gonna end right there before it said thanks for listening. I really did not know she was gonna say that right afterwards. That was funny. Alright. Let's go with Natsuki. I kind of don't want to be with Yuri, to be honest. She's probably the least person I want to try to be with in this game. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's pretty deep. The ending was pretty deep there. See, like, if the writings were like this, I would be able to read this shit. Not like all that scripted shit fucking Sayori and Monica had. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than you realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, do you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I will take that away from her. Okay, last person is Yuri. She's not gonna like this because it's not dark. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. Oh, that's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The fuck? the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. So you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to read this though. Fucking scripted crap. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Is that bathing? Bathing? It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last? Or the fast? I can't tell if that's supposed to be an L or an F. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future? Man, I'm not going to read these fucking poems from her. I bathe... Calms? What? Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I ain't gonna lie, I cannot read your handwriting. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Look, it's not that it was terrible, I just can't read script. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. See? Even Frankie knows. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. I almost went to a different voice there. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Frankie. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering to her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's so more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. Whew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It was stressful for me to read that fucking script! It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Why? Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Jeez. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism? Symbolism? Fucking retard. Symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Frankie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Frankie liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Shit. It got silent. Uh-oh. What's about to happen? Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? What is this music now? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Frankie appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I know. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! There's a fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Frankie started showing up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Natsuki. Natsuki? That's a little... Oh god, that's multiple of them. This doesn't involve you! God damn. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Frankie, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted if for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Frankie. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Frankie? Man, I don't know. I don't read fucking poems. Well, they won't say well. Oh my god. Jeez. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Sayori, get me out of this situation! Help me! Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, trying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Frankie? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Why couldn't you just say stuck-up bitch? Come on. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Jeez. Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. I like how she says that so seriously too. Look at her. Look at Sayori's face. Just how would you say that so seriously too? Just like there was nothing. Yuri's boobs were as the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Natsuki's like Yuri's just Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Yep, she is. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Again with this smiling at me randomly bullshit? Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Frankie, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. I have to write another poem? And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Dot, dot, dot. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Frankie, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Aww. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Frankie, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, God. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Whew. Another day. Okay, I'm just gonna do this poem and then I'm gonna save and wrap this up. So, we're still gonna get with Sayori. Sayori's such a fucking sweetheart. I love her. Wish there was real life girls like her, honestly. So, vivid? I was thinking about, like, the sadness part. Maybe I should try and just find the happiness parts, because the sadness ones could also get frickin' Yuri. Fantasy. What?! Family? There we go. Alright, she liked Rainbow, I remember that. She liked Calm, I remember that too. Love, I think she liked too. Are some of these gonna be the same? From like the last one? Or are they gonna be a couple of new ones? Oh, she liked, I remember playing Adventure, she liked that. Fun, she was in. Hope. Special? Yep. Together? Yep. And, Marriage, she liked Marriage last time. Sugar? No. Okay, whatever. Romance, she liked romance, right? Yeah. Sweet. Smile. I think she was in Heart, right? Yeah. Heart was in the last one. Could I put in Twirl? Because I do remember that, like, she did do, like, a twirl in that part when we were buttoning her, blazer. So maybe Twirl? Nope, not at all. It was fucking Natsuki. Blanket. Sadness. Oh, wait, she said something about sadness, right? Yeah, she does like sadness. So happiness and sadness is what she likes. Lipstick. I'm about to put a treasure. Hey! It worked. Happiness. There we go. Okay. Time to save from here. Whew. Well, we made some good progress. So, thank you guys for watching. And see you guys in the next one.